Sorry, you're stuck with us again on another No Pulp Webisode. Max Gifford and Hudson Ridley. We're apologetic. Mick Cronin, the UCLA head coach, has had to be pretty apologetic over this past week, but the college basketball gods rewarded him for it and his Bruins with a 95-94 buzzer-beating victory over number 10 Illinois. I still don't understand how you let the fastest player in college basketball, Donovan Dent, take the ball all the way up the court.
It was coast to coast in the literal sense of the word. He did so well to weave through the traffic and lay it up that play may end up in the full show if you watch it. There's a little bit of foreshadowing. UCLA, though, did so well at not giving up. It was a really rough week for Mick Cronin, which we'll get to. And in the first half, the Bruins were down 23, had to make their largest comeback since 2019. I was impressed by the ball distribution, though. 6 players for UCLA ending up with double-digit points, then also holding Keaton Wagler to just 1 made 3, Max.
And I was very disappointed with Illinois' defense as a whole. Sometimes the best offense, or sometimes the best defense is offense. Certainly wasn't the case in this game. Mick Cronin's been the point of controversy over this last week especially. Ended up throwing out his own player, and then he said to a reporter, "Did you just raise your voice at me?"
Did you raise your voice at me? Short little angry man, a Napoleonic complex.
One of the funniest comments we've seen in college basketball this season. Also watch the full show if you want to hear more about Mick Cronin. Now, this game, I think, firmly put UCLA in the NCAA tournament picture.
I would agree.
We're sort of hovering around that last 4 in or potentially first 4 out. And you can see pretty much right below all teams in the top 25 at this point, with the exception of Wisconsin, who I could consider a very good dark horse in the NCAA tournament. Are you worried about the Illini at all?
Maybe a little bit at this point, but also I'm not too worried because I don't consider them championship contenders. Worrying is, of course, based on the level of where I think they would be. I'm not necessarily worried because I don't think they could win a championship anyway, so what's the difference?
Yeah, you're not necessarily the biggest optimist towards Illinois basketball. Plenty of people do think they are, but I don't think their defense is good enough to do it. We'll talk about more college basketball on YouTube.